No expression. No expression. Good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday. Oh God, March 18th. We are just cruising along through March, which is just crazy. Another vlog, another day with me having crazy mom hair. I am in desperate need of a shower. I don't know why I don't just take the time and do my showers at night now. Like after we put my son down. I don't know. But here I am again. This morning, before my son got up, I kind of rearranged the house a little bit. Let me show you quick. So right now I've got his blocks right here. I moved his toy cabinet to under the TV. This is not ideal. I don't like how it's just toy storage, but I would like to get something that I can put some toys into, but also, hi baby, but also put some like DVDs and stuff in as well. So I am going to keep my eyes open for a piece of furniture like that. And in the meantime, I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with like DVDs and PlayStation games and stuff of my husband's. So yeah, so it's been a couple weeks since I vlogged. I was putting together one for last week, and then I ended up just not getting enough footage, so I didn't bother posting anything. Last week was pretty chill anyways, but yeah, I've been kind of busy working on a little bit of behind the scenes work. I've got something in the works. Hopefully, I'm aiming to, hopefully this year. Hey! Dookie, come here. Sorry about that. Motherhood when you don't want to get up, right? Sorry. Anyways, I am in the works of something, and I'm hoping that within this year you guys will come along on that lovely journey with me and see what I'm talking about. So yeah, I've been working on that behind the scenes and just really trying to soak in all the time with my son that I have left during my mat leave. So yesterday, my mom and I actually took my son to this play place in a town about 40 minutes or so away from where I live. And it was really cool. It was, maybe we'll be moving this. It was really cool. It's like set up as a whole little tiny village, and he had a blast. It was an hour and a half. You book ahead, and honestly, I didn't realize how quickly the time went by while we were there. So it went really, really well. These two are just playing. My son keeps taking his bone and will like hold it and squeeze it and laugh, and then the dog will like take it from him. They're really, really good. We are so blessed that he is such a good dog. He is so good with our son. I mean, we still have to obviously make sure that we're teaching our son. You know, you can't like play rough with a dog. So we're working on it. He's definitely at the stage of like, I'm going to hit the dog and like pull on the dog's collar, but we're working on it. So yeah, today I think, provided I can get a shower in before we leave, I'm hoping to make the library, that's very last minute, and then go for a walk with some of my mom friends. I'm just trying to really make good use of the time that I have left on mat leave. My poor husband this morning, he called me to check on me, and it was like 9 o'clock, and I was trying like to not cry because he caught me while I was just, you know, having my daily cry of the day of just, you know, what a cruel experience for us moms to have to go through, like having to send our babies to daycare and not, you know, get that time. I mean, I am so fortunate that I was able to get him into a daycare that, you know, I used to work at myself, so I trust those ladies with my life, and now literally with my own life. So, but it doesn't make the process any easier, and it's really, really difficult to comprehend that I'm going to go from spending every day, all day with my son, who is my absolute pride and joy, to maybe getting an hour. Like, what a cruel, unfair system we are in, where we have to leave our babies with other people so we can work to live, which is just insane. And I mean, the reason also why I have to work as hard as I do now is because, you know, now I also have an extra added expense of like $400+ a month of daycare fees now. So yeah, right? Like, it's just crazy. Anyways, I am going to make some breakfast. I think we're gonna have some oatmeal and some fruit and just enjoy my morning. Try and just have a coffee, hang out with my babe. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update there. So bye. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, March, oh God, you'd think I would know, 19th. One day I will know this, but anyways, Wednesday, March 19th. You see me right now in a parking lot. We are just outside of a mobile play group that is held on Wednesday mornings between 9:30 and 12, I believe, not far from where I live. So it is 10:13. I got my son and myself ready and we are outside in the parking lot. I'm gonna head in for a couple hours, see what it's about. This is the last Wednesday that I'll be able to check it out before I go back to mat leave. So I'm just trying, or sorry, before my mat leave ends. So I'm really just trying to check out all the things and do the stuff with my son while I still have the chance. So I thought I'd come check this out, see what it was about, and then we're gonna go have some lunch with my girlfriends and do gymnastics. So I'm gonna try and vlog some stuff that I can, but yeah, we'll see what I get for today's footage. Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, March 21st. We are just cruising through March like nobody's business. Yeah, I'm not fully sure what all will be in this vlog. I've been slacking a little bit with getting content. Behind the scenes, I've been pretty busy just with something that I am in the works of. It's still pretty private just because I don't want to make it a public thing yet until like things really start rolling with it. Then I will be happily ready to share that. But until then, just know that behind the scenes, I've been doing a lot of research and planning and lots of work that is currently like a secret. So yeah, aside from that, I've been really trying to like enjoy the last couple of weeks that I have with my son at home before I have to go back to work. Really not looking forward to the transition. And I mean, I know in the long run, it's going to be good, right? Like, we need the income for a family. And it will be good for my son to socialize and for me to like get my own time in a sense back. But it is so hard to go from seeing him every single day to like all day long to only a couple of hours a day. So, you know, I'm hoping the transition will be easier than I'm thinking it's going to be in my head. But yeah, that's currently what I'm kind of dealing with. So today's Friday. We've got some yard cleanup tomorrow. I'm wondering if I can kind of show you out this window. Probably not. This pine tree right here is like super tall. I probably can't even get the top of it out here. The top of it actually a couple weeks back fell down into the neighbor's yard. Thankfully, it missed our house and it missed the neighbor's home. But we had to get a hold of our neighbor just to see if we could go over and clean it up. They built a brand new home over there, and I think they use it kind of like a cottage, so it's not very often that they're there. So we didn't want to like just go over without them knowing that we were going to go over and deal with it. So that's going to be happening this upcoming weekend. And I am kind of in the midst of changing the layout of the house around a little bit more. This will probably be a constant thing, my poor husband. But let me show you, okay? So, oh my lens is dirty. Give me a second here. Let's clean that up. Okay, much better. So my table was actually the other way. So when we were sitting, our chairs were like here. And if you were trying to get something out of the fridge, you were constantly like in the way if somebody was sitting at the table. This way, I've removed a computer chair that I had here, and I only have 3 of these black chairs out. One of them is in our bedroom as a computer chair because my big computer chair doesn't fit. Now, this table is from IKEA. Love it. It extends, but it can be super frustrating because you can't actually get all of your chairs pushed in fully because of the way how the leaves sit up. So if you're leaving it out for 4 people to sit, that is definitely one thing to keep in mind, that it just gets in the way and can be super frustrating in that sense. So, sorry, pardon me. That's what I'm dealing with. Now, this is chaos, but there's logic to my chaos. There's stuff that needs to go down to the basement, stuff that needs to go back in my son's room, and just so on and so forth. One day I'll get to it. But I've moved his toy storage from here to over here. So this is working right now currently as our TV console / toy storage in the living room. I mean, let's be real. My living room has been kind of taken over by infant child toys, which, you know what? Could be a lot worse. Could not be the case. But this is the old TV console. It has legs. We took it off. I can't remember. Oh, because we got like this really huge 75-inch TV or something mad off of Marketplace, and we just put it on the floor and used it to hold that TV. So we took the legs off so it would be shorter to the ground, and they are just currently in one of these drawers. But I'm kind of playing with the idea. I'm pretty sure the top of this was never, actually secured down, so it just lifts right up. So I'm definitely playing with the idea of taking this whole console and putting it in the closet if it will fit. I did quick girl measurements and it looks like it should fit, but that's kind of my nap goal. And then doing some cleanup because I need to vacuum. Mopping would be nice. So I guess really, instead of me standing here telling you guys my life story, I should probably get to doing some of that stuff. So I'll keep you updated, and hopefully I can get most of this done during my son's nap. Just that way he's kind of out of the way and I don't have to work around him. So